Folks, I'm not going to lie. When I put out the post a couple days ago, the video a couple days ago about Jimmy Butler, I thought it would have been a 50-50 mix. Yes, he's 35. He's a bit injury prone the past couple years, but he's a superstar. He fits the core of Steph, Draymond, and Steph. I was going to say Klay. Sorry, Klay's gone. Steph, Draymond, and now you bring in Jimmy. You're giving up some young assets, but it ties into Steve Kerr's contract, Draymond's contract, Steph's contract, the extension he just got. So now you're in that win now mode versus maybe this bridge. 90% of the comments were no, Jimmy. Let's keep Kuminga. Let's keep Moody. Let's keep the draft picks. Let's try to see what we got. We don't want Jimmy. Did not work out in Philly. He has not won a championship in Miami, but he's been to the finals twice, folks. Been there twice. Did not work out in Minnesota, Chicago. We don't need him on the Warriors. So I understand where you're coming from. I was just a bit surprised at how favored it was in the no versus the medium. Now, I bring that up because we do have an update on Jimmy. The odds, odds makers are saying, what team could Jimmy go to if he doesn't go to Miami? We're going to give you that update. In addition, training camp is coming very quickly. We're now within 2 weeks, and I have player updates, stuff I'm finding on social media to keep you up to date. Who's where, who's doing what, to keep you in the know with your Warriors. So this is going to be a fun episode. Not one direct topic this time, just a full-on Warriors Digest, keeping you update with your Warriors. Randy Silver here. Thank you for being with us. First-time fan watching, long-time fan viewing. Appreciate everything you do. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Help us get to 7,000 fans. That's the next benchmark. We can get there. Then we're going to go to the moon, 8,000, 9,000, 10. All right, folks. Speaking of numbers, where do you think the Warriors fall on the betting odds of getting Jimmy Butler? 3, 2, 1. Number 2. Per Bovada official, Brooklyn Nets are the first team, plus 250. Golden State Warriors are the second highest odds team at plus 300. You got the Rockets at plus 600, Spurs at plus 800, Pelicans at plus 1,000, Clippers at plus 1,100, Lakers at plus 1,400, Grizzlies at plus 2,000, Cavaliers at plus 2,500, and then Magic at plus 2,800, staying in Florida. Now, for me, this makes absolutely no sense why he'd go to Brooklyn. I get being in New York, but they just traded away Mikal Bridges for assets. They have a bunch of draft picks coming. They really don't have much around this Nets team. And you're going to go get Jimmy Butler at 35 years old, trying to win now on a rebuilding team. I mean, unless they trade a bunch of the picks they're getting to try to get another superstar or two around them, makes no sense. It makes no sense to me. Golden State makes more sense. Like, do I want it? No. I like what we got. I like the well-roundedness of this team. I don't want to give up more draft picks. I don't want to get rid of this Moody and Kuminga or Brandin or Trayce Jackson-Davis. I like what we're building. But I can understand if you're trying to do the win now and you think Jimmy as a scoring guard next to Steph Curry and Draymond Green or Trayce Jackson-Davis at center. I'm not sure who you got at the 3. I don't think Miami would take back Wiggins because it's kind of like a like-for-like player. They want to get younger in draft picks, so it'd probably be Moody and Kuminga. So then if you got a 5 of Jimmy, Steph, Dre, Wiggins, and Trayce Jackson-Davis, it's kind of like what you had to win the championship. Now instead of having Klay, you have Jimmy. But I don't want that. I mean, the Rockets are on that win now mode. They're maybe like 2 or 3 years away from really competing, but you see it. You see it like that. They could have it. Spurs pairing with Wemby, I just think it's probably a bit too soon, but Jimmy, Chris, and Wemby would be a nice pick. Pelicans with DeJounte Murray now. You put him with Zion Williams. If Ingram leaves, you got money there. I think it's too many big heads there. I mean, not big heads, just too many people who need the ball. Lakers always go star hunting. Are you going to replace LeBron, who retires maybe at 40, with a 37-year-old, 36-year-old Jimmy? Probably not. Clippers lost Kawhi, another star. They're kind of like middling now. Jimmy and Ja, could they win a championship together late in his career? Him being Butler, maybe. So I don't know. I think it's a tough sell. I think Jimmy's gonna walk or he's gonna re-sign with Miami. Comment your, of course, again, comment your thoughts. Let me know. But you know who is coming to Golden State? This man right here, Kyle Anderson, with his family on the way to San Francisco. Kyle Anderson's wife posting this on her Instagram or Twitter, shared by Golden State Ball Report. Thank you all for posting this. Kyle Anderson coming over again from Minnesota, 3-year deal. Boom, a part of this team. If you're wondering again where Kyle Anderson fits in this team, you see right here, he's got 2 years and then a 3rd year non-guaranteed. $8-9 million came in the offseason, was a part of Buddy Hield coming over, and Melton trying to reshape this reserve team. He'll be playing wing for us. Messi came back for Inter Miami, and he put the night after getting his 2nd goal in 4 minutes in the first half after being out since Copa America. Night. I've seen the high school players do. Night. Steph Curry. Night in the Olympics. Night Golden State. It's taken over the world. One GOAT in one sport, another GOAT in another sport. Love it. What I don't love, my condolences, Warriors Digest condolences to Andrew Wiggins and his family. His father, a former NBA player, Mitchell Wiggins, has passed away. Andrew has talked many times about his family, talked about his dad being a role model and inspiration for him. Very close family. And Mitchell Wiggins has died at the age of 64. Rest in peace, Mitchell Wiggins, from 1959 to 2024. Played in the NBA. Again, let's just take a moment of silence here on Warriors Digest and remember Mitchell Wiggins and Wiggins family. Sorry for your loss. Thank you for doing that with me. And, the past couple of years, maybe like the past year and a half, we've heard about Wiggins having unexcused absences. I'm not trying to tie the two together. I don't know. But if his father has died, maybe there was a prolonged illness that made that happen or something. Could have been the reason why he was trying to take care of family matters. Hopefully, Andrew was supposed to go to China earlier in the summer, like a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months max, for a branding, merchandise, what the NBA players do, go out there, grow their brand. Canceled it due to a personal matter. Again, could have been related to his father passing away and being sick, getting to a point where, they knew they had not enough time with him left in this world. It's a bummer. So hopefully Wiggins will be there at the start of training camp. If he's not, we'll talk about it at that point. Wiggins family, our condolences here at Warriors Digest. Switching gears, Brandin Podziemski was at Oracle Park, the home of the San Francisco Giants, the baseball team, and he did an interview before he was out there having some fun, and he was talking about missing Klay Thompson. He said, and I quote, "The presence in the locker room, that being Klay, the veteran things that he shared with all our young guys, how he carries himself, his demeanor, especially on the off days, how he works out, works on his body, being in his mid-30s now. You can't change that. Whenever I needed advice, if it wasn't Steph, Klay was always there to share that with me." So Brandon was giving a great thing about missing Klay. A lot of people, us included, said Klay's body language on the court, moving from being a starter to going to the bench, not playing well. It showed. Was it a cancer? Hate to use that C word, but was it ruining this team? Based off of this, ruining the team from the inside out? Based off of Podziemski's quote? No. It seemed like, hey, you know what? He carried himself very well. He was still helping us out, and that seems like Klay. Klay is the type of guy, from everything I've seen, interviews, watch. He's a good person, a good friend, a good teammate, a good role model, does not get himself in trouble. So I love to see this. Now the question is, who's going to step up and take that spot? Obviously, Wiggins is there, Steph Curry. If you look at this roster, where's the roster? Going back the wrong way. Draymond, of course, but Draymond is a vocal leader. Maybe some people don't look at him as a true leader because of some of the antics. But Hield, a veteran in the NBA. Looney, 10 years in the NBA. Payton has been in the NBA quite a bit. So for the Kumingas, for Kyle Anderson as well. Kumingas for Moody, Brandin, Trayce Jackson-Davis, Quinten Post, Beekman. There are some there are players in there they can still look up to. And speaking about looking up, Merab just became the UFC bantamweight champion after beating Sugar Sean. Who's he with right now? Zaza Pachulia. Zaza is Georgian, just like Merab, and he was at UFC at the Sphere. And if you haven't seen it, go look up any of the videos on YouTube, any videos, social media, Twitter, whatever. It was crazy cool what they did with the show, the movies, and in between the fights, the whole graphics of the Sphere. It was crazy. And a Warrior legend, an NBA champion, hugging one of his countrymates, a new champion in the UFC. Just great to see. Again, wanted to share some cool stories around the basketball court, starting with Jimmy Butler, but also in life. As we get to training camp coming up, we're going to get more in the NBA side, but also these players are just human beings like you and I, and sharing what they're going through helps you feel more close to the team, helps you understand some of the things that maybe are happening on and off the court and why these decisions are made. Comment your thoughts on the video. Of course, subscribe to Warriors Digest. We'll have everything for you as we get closer and closer to training camp. Bye, y'all.